Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. This is a year ahead spread. For the year 2022, we're going to take a brief preview of all the 12 months. If you watched the previous reading that I did, it basically covered the end of the year and January since it covered Venus retrograde, which Venus is retrograde until the end of January, the 29th to be exact. So instead of kind of repeating the same messages, I'm just going to take a glance over the entire year with the lovers in the center of the reading as the significator. Since this is a 6-year numerology, this is the 6th card in tarot in the major arcana. The lovers, so this is a year of integration, collaboration, coming together, partnerships, the lovers, all of those things. I don't know why my light is like, it's like either too harsh or too something. I don't know, but I don't care. We're just going to go ahead and get into this reading. All right. Let's give this deck a quick shuffle. I've already shuffled it several times. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. So you could definitely be reconnecting with someone from your past, having memories from your childhood resurface, past life, people from your past life or past lovers could be coming back into your life. Old friends is people who you share memories with. Traditionally, it's good memories, and it represents creativity and a childlike spirit and a bond with someone. So good for you. All right, first card is January. We got the 2 of Swords. You could be feeling a little bit indecisive about something, not really sure what decision to make, feeling like you don't really have enough information about a particular subject to make a decision, or you could be in a place where you want to make a decision on your own and you don't want the opinions or the logic of outsiders to cloud your judgment. You don't want to be influenced by people around you, so you could be trying to silence those around you so that you can hear your own thoughts or your own inner guidance clearly. You can also just be very protective about who you decide to take information from. Let's get a clarity card for this. For the 2 of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups. So this could represent a new opportunity that involves emotional fulfillment or an expression of love or compassion. You could be feeling like, I don't know enough about this person to accept this. Like, you're trying to offer me love and compassion. Like, you're trying to come up to me with open arms, giving me a hug, and I don't even know you like that. So you could be just a little bit skeptical. So just review if the information that you are looking for is actually something that you need, or if you're just being a little bit too logical. This is not by any means a year that is going to allow you to propel by using logic. It's a very spiritual and intuitive year. So there are going to be many times where you have to trust your gut. You have to make a decision on the fly, or you have to just trust your intuition to guide you in the right direction. And if you aren't very good at training your intuition or allowing your emotions to be felt and guide you, or if you're not very familiar with just being honest about what you feel, you can misdirect and mislead yourself. So just be mindful that you're not overanalyzing someone giving you love, like receiving love, receiving an opportunity that involves compassion or love or joy or a conditional love, like overwhelming. It could be overwhelming, but it feels like it's overflowing. There's an abundance of it. So that could be a bit overwhelming. But just make sure you're not relying on too much on logic, like, oh, this doesn't make sense. Why does this person want to love me? It's like, there doesn't have to be like a tangible, like a logical reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, some people just kind of go where they're guided to go. So we have the Five of Cups here in February. So there could be some sadness and disappointment, but you could also be coming together with someone. And you could be starting a new relationship because we do have the Two of Cups upright, and then we have the three cups spilled over. So you could be feeling like you're losing friends or you're distanced from your friends, or this relationship could be changing you. It could be bringing up some old emotions that you thought you had finished mourning, that you got rid of, that you had processed or worked through already. And now you're in a place where you're like, damn, I thought that I was over this, or I thought that I had moved past this. And now you're having to reprocess these emotions. So with the Five of Cups here, there could be some sadness. There could be some moments where it seems a little depressing. There could be a lot on your mind. It could be hard to sleep. Like these emotions and these feelings could just be really plaguing your mind. It's almost like a flip-flop time trying to happen. Like you were thinking too much about logic and things making sense. And now it's like you're all in your feelings trying to make sense of that. But this Nine of Swords just also represents anxiety. So you could be experiencing anxiety if you don't allow your emotions to flow or honor what you're feeling to be felt completely. Like if you're sad, or if you're melancholic, or if you're depressed, or you feel like you want to cry and you don't allow yourself to do that, that could be bringing up a lot of anxiety in your life. You could be having a hard time sleeping at night, or you could just be up thinking about old situations, old patterns that you've been through. You could be healing it and not even realizing it. It could feel like you're just thinking about it, ruminating about it, but you could actually kind of be healing it on a quantum level, noticing different things about it. But something about it is aggravating to you. It's like you don't want to think about it. It could be haunting you in your dreams. Something that occurred. This could even be like love bombing. Let me rephrase. It could feel like love bombing, even though it's healthy. It's just an offer. It's like, I'm not trying to force it on you, but for whatever reason, you could feel like, I don't know, like this is too much, or I don't know. This is Moon and Libra energy with the Two of Swords. So it's not knowing, not feeling like you have enough information, or not understanding how the dots connect, not like trying to make too much sense of it. And you could overanalyze it and allow this opportunity to pass, and that could bring on some depression and sadness and disappointment in yourself. And you could have these feelings of mourning, like, oh, I really messed up. I missed this opportunity. I overthink it. And now you could be overthinking this part. So just be mindful of that and don't allow yourself to go into this vicious cycle. By March, we have the Tower. Ooh, something's shaking your world up and causing a little bit of instability. It just represents change. It's something that was definitely unexpected. This can represent an epiphany. It can also just represent something that's very drastic. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. So let's go ahead and clarify. It's Mars energy. So I do feel like it's something that's going to transpire rather quickly. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So there could be a random favor that takes place. You could be doing a favor for someone else, or going out of your way to be generous to someone else, or someone else could be doing it for you. There could be something that disrupts your home life. So this could be something traumatic, such as, God forbid, like a fire, or something that, like your house could literally get struck by lightning, or something crazy that just happens. Like we got some Uranus transits. There's some unexpected crazy shifts that are going to take place, and lots of timeline jumping this year. So something could take place where you end up being in a position where you have to accept assistance or help from others, or this could be some type of tragic situation that you're involved in, or that you witness, that you decide that you want to give to others who've experienced this hardship or whatever. This does feel like a hardship of some kind. It may be a fairly humbling experience. It may be your opportunity to share with others or give back to others, or accept gifts from others. But whatever about the situation it is, it's not just about the physical part of this. On a spiritual and emotional level, there's some character development taking place here. So there are things that you're learning, that you're understanding, that you're seeing, that you're seeing how people respond to you. You're understanding what is really important in life. Like that exchange of generosity is really trumping whatever else you're going through. So by April, we have the King of Cups as your main card. So you could be feeling very compassionate. Maybe after this experience, you feel very humbled and full of love, and maybe you just want to express love and compassion to other people. This can also just represent a lot of creativity, being in tune with your emotions and knowing how to express them in a very healthy and balanced way. Knowing how to act on your emotions and your creative drives, as well as any psychic channelings. Show me the King of Cups, please, for Aquarius. Okay, too many. King of Cups, please. All right, so we have the Ten of Wands. You could be overwhelmed by holding your emotions back. Maybe you've taken on the emotional responsibility of someone else, or you've taken on responsibilities or a load. This feels like something that's overwhelming. It's a phase or a cycle that you're wrapping up, that you're closing out. Maybe you've had an emotional burden that you've been holding on to for too long, and maybe this situation is really trying to break you down so that you can release it. When you have stagnant emotions, when you're holding on to emotions inside, life puts us through pressure so that we can get rid of that stuff. Because it's like, if you're holding on to something, it's like, say I'm holding on to, I don't know, this roll of tissue, because this is what I've been cleaning my nose with. Say I'm holding on to this and I got all these other things in my arms. I got this water, I need water, you know what I mean? Like, and then life just comes and knocks all this shit out my hand. You know what I mean? That's kind of how this tower feels. It's like you were trying so hard to hold on to these things, but it's like your arms were hurting. It was heavy. It was too much. It was a burden. So now you're learning a more responsible and more emotionally mature way of dealing and processing your emotions, working through them, channeling them. So I think that's kind of what you're working through in this period. Releasing the burden and the stress of holding on to so many emotions. Maybe you're holding on to emotions from yourself, from the collective, from your family, from your children, from your sisters or siblings or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not even just you. It's just not like you've taken on your responsibility and that of others. So it's overwhelming, and maybe you're learning how to emotionally work through these things on a different level, on a very mature, deeper level. So by May, we have the Page of Pentacles. You could have a new interest in something, learning about something. You could be reading new books, studying something, studying a different part of yourself. This can also represent a new job, a new work endeavor, something new that involves your time, energy, effort, or money. Let's elaborate a little bit. But it's something I feel like you're taking the initiative towards. It's a new chapter. It's a new opportunity. It represents some type of potential. We have the 10 of Cups. So it's something that you feel like, if I invest now, if I start now, maybe I'm starting small now, but in the future, this is going to bring me lots of happiness, lots of joy, or it's going to bring lots of happiness to my family. So maybe if you're making a financial investment, or if you're deciding, I'm going to go back to school, I'm going to get my degree, or I'm going to get this new certification because this is really going to it's going to expand my ability to be creative in this field, or it's going to expand my ability to reach people with love and compassion. Or it's going to just bring a lot of joy and happiness to your life. Like if you invest now in something 10 months from now or 10 years from now, you may be able to take this great vacation, or maybe now you can purchase this land that allows your family room to grow and to just be and have fun and be who they are, express themselves. Whatever it is, you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about your community, your friends, family, loved ones. You're investing in something that is very communal, which is very Aquarian. It's very humanitarian. So it's like you want to pay it forward, you want to give back, or you want there to be more than enough. It's like if I invest, like, yes, I'm doing this for myself. It's like maybe you don't even have children, but you got like nieces and nephews. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this thing or this land or something, so my nieces and nephews can come run all over the place or something like that. It's gonna make them very happy. Anyway. By June, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be very work-oriented, goal-oriented, focus on achieving something, accomplishing something, really detail-oriented, trying to figure out the best way to accomplish some type of task, achieve recognition with something. So if you're in school, maybe you're trying to figure out how to get on the dean's list, or you're trying to get the best grades as possible, or maybe you're, trying to graduate, or sorry, it's a piece of skin. It was just distracting. Trying to accomplish something. It represents dedication, hard work, focus. So it's like some time is going by, even though it's just been a month. So maybe it's just a simple class that you're taking, or it's like a few day course or a few week course or something like that. Over the course of a month, the Page of Pentacles, like you start the investment, even though the page technically comes after the Eight of Pentacles. You could be achieving some type of goal, or accomplishing some type of recognition, getting a trophy, an award, or certificate, a raise, a promotion, something of the sort. It feels like there's an elevation taking place. Like you start now, maybe you start a new endeavor, you start learning how to do something that involves creativity. Maybe you're investing yourself in a class that involves sharpening your skills as a creative being, or something like that. With the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups. So there could be an opportunity that comes your way that you may be a little bit reluctant to take, or that you may want to pass on at first. It could feel like it's not going to give you what you need, or you're better off staying where you are, or something about the way it's offered to you may not be attractive. But I do feel like it's that Ace of Cups, this opportunity. If you passed on it and you were really sad the following month because you passed on the opportunity, this opportunity could be coming back around by June. So while you're caught, it's kind of looking a little bit like Capricorn's reading too, just a little. But while you're working so hard and very dedicated and very focused and like really grinding, putting in the work, this new opportunity could sneak in and pop in right here. And you could feel like, no, I'm too focused on what I got right now, or I don't want to be disappointed, or whatever it is. You could even feel like you're getting sucked into this routine and it's a little mundane. You're tired of the same old, same old. You could be feeling like you need new interests. You need something to wake you up, to enhance your life. And boom, here comes this opportunity. And you may be like, whatever, that's too good to be true, or whatever. You may be wanting to pass on it at first. So just make sure you're not passing on opportunities before you truly give it a look. See how she's examining this coin on this Eight of Pentacles? That's kind of how you should be reviewing the opportunity before you decide to pass on it. Sorry, my lips are so freaking chapped. Yeah, just like on her sweatshirt, it says over it. So it's like something about this phase, this stage, this cycle where you're over it. Or maybe you feel like you've been working towards this recognition, or maybe you feel like you've been in this place for too long and you need something else. All right, so July, we have the Eight of Swords. All right, you could be in a place where you feel like you have a little anxiety, or you could feel trapped. You can feel trapped, but understand that you only feel trapped because you've allowed yourself to perceive it that way. If you're being put in a position, now we have 2 8s here, which is very abundant, but the 8 of Swords represents confinement. It's also being a little bit closed-minded, only seeing something one way or not seeing all of the possibilities in a situation. It could be due to lack, fear, like a lack mindset, fear mindset, pessimism. It feels like there's a lot of fear, just like it feels very similar to this 2 of Swords, like there's just so much that is unknown. Why is this lighting so trash? Yeah, there's so much that there's just unknown to you that you can't see, that you can't hear, that you're unaware of. But I think it's almost because you choose to see things that way. It's like it's there. It's just the angle that you're choosing to look at the situation. Let's get a clarifying card for the 8 of Swords. We have the Emperor here. So I feel like you're just very headstrong. I feel like, yeah, very headstrong, Mars, Aries energy. So it just feels like I want to do things my way and my way only. So you could be in this place of resistance for a very long time because, one, you could be waiting on things to logically make sense. You are an air sign, and this is a very spiritual year. It is not going to allow you to thrive based on using logic alone. So it could be very frustrating for you to channel your intuitive side, to have to rely on your emotions and your feelings to guide you, because then when you get in this position, you get really, really frustrated. It feels like a my way or the highway type of thing, but ultimately the Emperor is upright. So this is a card of responsibility. And it's also, it can be like the head of the industry. Like you could be running the show, right? So if there's other people involved and you know that you have to be responsible for a group of people and not just yourself, you may decide to be a little less stubborn about the avenues you take towards accomplishing your goals. But the Emperor, it can be very impulsive. So you could be, this feels like you're going to hit your head and bump your head a few times before you realize you can't force this. You can't force, like, I want this perspective to work. You can't force that to be the best avenue if it just isn't. So I feel like that's going to be a lesson that you have over the summer in July, where you have to take charge in your own life, and you have to create new opportunities and new perspectives where there seems to be, it's the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. There are other options. You just can't see them because of your anxiety, of your fear, or because of your stubbornness. Okay, so that was July, right? August, September, October, November, December. Yeah. August, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this feels like it could be family oriented. It feels like you're thinking about the future. You could be, there could be an addition to your family. Maybe at the beginning of the year, somebody finds out they're pregnant. And maybe at first it's a little depressing. Maybe you feel unprepared. And maybe this is by the time the baby's born. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So baby could be being born, but doesn't have to be. With the 10 of Pentacles, you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about your legacy. You're thinking about family. If you are running a business, which makes perfect sense since the Emperor came out. So if you're the head of your household or the head of your industry or business or something like that, you're the CEO, you're calling the shots. You could be going over your finances for the next 10 years. This could be even real estate, purchasing a home, doing something to your home. You could be taking out a loan or letting a family or friend of the family or something like that borrow money. It could be money related, but it feels also like you're investing in something. You're investing in something for your future, for your legacy, for your family. Show me 10 of Pentacles, please. Thank you. We have the 5 of Wands. So there could be some internal war. This could be internal or this could be external. This could be fighting, bickering, jealousy, not seeing eye to eye. Everybody wanted to feel heard. This feels like shouting and immature levels of communication. Everybody wanting their way to be heard. This could be your family. This could be your family. The 10 of Pentacles, plain and clear, could just be like the family who you live with or who live near you. Maybe there's a bunch of you that live together. Maybe there's lots of disagreeing or competition even. Maybe if you're in real estate, for example, maybe there's a competitive market for the house that you're trying to buy, or the house that you're trying to sell, or the property that you're trying to purchase. Or when it comes to investing, stocks and bonds, this could represent some competition in that area as well. It doesn't have to mean anything like super brutal or negative. It could just be like competition, like sports competition. But at the same time, it feels like something that could be taken too far really quickly. So if it's personal and there's a lot of passion involved, it could be like a heated discussion that turns into a fight within the home or within the family. So just be mindful of that. That was August, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. September, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So you could be taking classes, learning from others, practicing your skills. This could be like going to a gym, finding a classroom or a library or a lab or somewhere you can practice your skills, learn from professionals, or teach others. So you could be joining some type of community center or a YMCA, or taking some type of online class, perfecting your skills. It's Capricorn energy, Mars is Capricorn energy. So you're trying to get better. You're trying to improve. It represents collaboration and cooperation. So we have the King of Wands. So maybe you're working on being a better leader. The King of Wands is also a visionary. It's a very charismatic and can be controlling or like an authoritarian, very much so like this Emperor. So maybe you're coming down from being so headstrong. Maybe you're not being as controlling or ego-driven. This King of Wands is representing applying your creativity, expressing yourself as who you are, being authentic in your self-expression. It's a fearlessness associated with this. So you're not afraid to try something new. You're not afraid to make mistakes. You're not afraid of being in a learning environment and perfecting your skills. There's a level of confidence that you have in this place, in this cycle, in this phase. Okay, so October, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This represents a new opportunity of some sort. Why? Does my lighting keep doing this? Ace of Pentacles here. So this could be a new solid opportunity, potential for growth here. It can represent financial opportunities, a new chance, a new job, a new promotion, a new home, something tangible, something you can hold and put your hands on that's going to grow. We have the 5 of Swords. So there could be some disappointment that you have this opportunity, that the opportunity came to you. There could be some jealousy, some disappointment, or maybe you have to walk away from an opportunity. Or maybe others have to walk away from an opportunity. Maybe it's just right for you, or it's just right for someone. And that's the disappointment, having to walk away from the opportunity. All right, November, we have the Judgment card, aka Karma, in this deck. Judgment is also Pluto, which is very fitting because this will be Scorpio season, November. So with the Judgment card here, there's some type of epiphany, there's some type of awakening, there's something that you're seeing and understanding. There could be some forgiveness or reconciliation taking place. It could be completely internal. You could be feeling like you're being forgiven for something. You could be forgiving yourself for something. You could be forgiving someone else for something. There could be an apology or reconciliation involved again. Or a second chance, another opportunity to repeat something. So maybe an opportunity that you walked out on, or that you may have passed on, or took too long took too long with making a decision on, or that you passed up on. Like I said, maybe this is coming back around, or maybe you're understanding of something about it and reconciling that indecisiveness with this Two of Swords coming out. You're understanding why you didn't understand before, why you couldn't see before, why you didn't have the answers before, why you were on the fence, why you couldn't make a decision. Moon and Libra energy here twice. So the year is starting to become more full circle for you. This is by November. You understand something that you didn't understand previously, or you understand why you didn't have the information, or why it wasn't given to you, or maybe it was given to you and you just didn't see it, and now you see, oh, it was me that was protecting myself from this information, or on guard against this information, and this was actually the information that I needed to set me free. So it's an epiphany. It's an understanding on a psychological level, seeing something, understanding something, having a new understanding, having a new acceptance. And then December, we have Temperance. Love that. Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius season. With Temperance being here, this represents moderation, balance, harmony, serenity. This could represent your guardian angel, your spirit squad coming in to help create balance in the situation. Maybe things have gotten a little tumultuous, or a little rocky, shaky, uneasy. This can represent having or feeling like there's emotional imbalances, or just feeling overwhelmed. Your guides are here to make sure that things don't get too crazy, like the scales don't tip. That the scales don't get tipped too much in one way or another, so that there's always balance and peace. Temperance, please. Okay, that was weird, but I got one card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Something about responsibility. This situation is trying to teach you how to be more responsible for yourself, how to care for yourself, how to put yourself first, how to be loyal and dedicated towards yourself internally, first and foremost, how to prioritize your self-care or balance your self-care. Maybe there hasn't been enough moderation in the way you invest in yourself, the time, energy, or money that you put into yourself, the time that you spend with yourself, the energy that you invest into yourself. This could also just be you moderating your diet, your exercise patterns, like your physical lifestyle. You could be creating more balance within your home, within your environment, or working on being a balanced parent, parenting yourself so that you can be a better parent for your children. All right, let's get a self-care card. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm gonna get a card for Aquarians. Connect with Earth. Connect with Earth. This is your card. Let's read this. Connect with Earth. The mantra says, I am one with the earth. Immerse yourself in Mother Earth's medicine by walking on the grass, feeling her raindrops touching the snow, swimming in her waters, or sniffing her flowers. Spending time outdoors is wonderful for your body, mind, and spirit. So get outside. Yeah, that could be exactly what this is about. Especially with, you see how she's the Temperance card. She's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. So moderation between the amount of time that you are centered and grounded, and also the amount of time that you spend honoring your emotions, feeling your feelings. And this is Capricorn energy, so it's very grounding. It's earth energy. So connecting with earth is going to help you become more intuitive as well. It also says, take a hike at sunrise or sunset, head to the beach for a day, or go on a bike ride. Or work in the garden. Just get some air and be grateful for all that nature provides for us. If there's an unexplored outdoor activity that you feel connected with, think about how you can manifest that experience. Do you want to get, do what you can to get outside for at least 15 minutes every day so that you can enjoy fresh air and tune into the beauty of your natural surroundings. The journal prompt, what local nature spot have you meant to go to but have not yet made time to visit? What has been holding you back? All right, one final oracle card for you, Aquarius. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and check out the additional zodiac readings as they are posted. All right, get more information. Get more information is here, but I don't think it's going to be in the form or the way you expect to receive more information, because we have the Two of Swords here twice. So there's something you definitely feel like you need more information, but it's not going to come to you in your typical air sign, like, oh, I'm going to research this on the internet, or I'm going to find it in a book, or I'm going to hear somebody say this. You may have to intuitively get more information or connect with your guides to get this information. Get more information. The situation you're asking for requires more information in order to make a wise decision. Approach those knowledgeable about the topic to solicit their advice. If there are friends or family members in the midst who have insight into the matter, ask for their observations. You may need to do some analytical research in order to get the data you need. This could include reading books, taking classes or seminars, or gathering information from the internet. So kind of disregard what I said to an extent, but I think at the end of the day, you're still going to need your intuition to, your intuitive discernment to really let you know whether or not the information, the physical information that you find, whether or not it's trustworthy. So this feels like a journey of self-discovery, of understanding yourself or your family, or a certain wound or trigger or pattern. So you could be getting more information throughout this entire year. I hope this reading was helpful for you, Aquarius. I hope it provided you with a little bit of insight, or at least gave you a healthy preview of what to expect for this year. Again, it's going to be a very spiritually driven and intuitive year. So I really hope this was able to provide you with a little bit of guidance and direction. You can feel free to revisit this reading throughout the year to see if it resonates more, makes more sense while you're in the corresponding month that I pulled. And I hope you decide to check out your other readings. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye.